If you're anything like me, you probably wake up most days thinking to yourself, I could really use more cards and dice in my life. Well, don't worry, my fellow gamers, because today we're going to be solving your desire for more cards and dice. We're looking at an awesome new game coming to Kickstarter soon, Spirit Duels. Now, Spirit Duels is a non-collectible competitive card game, which is a fantastic option for people who enjoy the depth and strategy of games like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon the card game, but don't enjoy chasing hard-to-get cards or paying crazy prices for the 4 rares that you need to make your deck competitive for the next 6 months before the set rotation. It's a tough life for a CCG player. In Spirit Duels, you play a spirit caster who's trained in the art of taming and controlling and battling a team of 3 spirits against your opponent. And everything you need to explore a world of depth and strategy comes in the box. So you hit the ground running with options to suit every playstyle right off the bat. And don't worry about not having enough content to explore, because Spirit Duels solves that problem for you too. You see, each spirit in the game belongs to a certain class, like Arcane or Water, Electric or Wind, and at the time of this recording there are 9 planned classes to explore. Each class has a unique, different ability that affects gameplay and can be combined with other classes to create varying decks with different characteristics. There are multiple spirits to choose from in each class as well, so there's tons of content to explore. And the game is extremely tactical, and the choices start even during setup. At the start of each game, there's a draft where you and your opponent get to choose which classes you want to construct your deck from. Once chosen, you then get to choose which spirit from each class you want to play with, and then play begins. So even this selection during setup creates tough choices based on what your opponent chooses and what you like to play. Now, of course, there's a pre-built starter mode too, so that you can learn the game first if that's how you want to approach it. And once the game starts, players will take turns back and forth performing actions with their cards and dice. You can do things like play move cards for one-time effects that can deal damage or manipulate dice. You can play items that will stay on the battlefield and provide useful abilities, or you can even play traits that can attach to your spirits and power them up. And speaking of powering up, you can also level up your spirits from one level to the next by paying essence, the game's currency, kind of. Each spirit has 3 stages, and as spirits level up, they'll have better stats and more health to work with. Players can also activate their spirits to roll dice into the playing area that they can later resolve to perform powerful effects, like dealing damage to opponent spirits or gaining essence. And you can even resolve dice to perform powerful class action abilities with your spirits, and this is a big portion of where the game shines. As mentioned, each class has a unique ability that allows players to interact with their opponents in different ways. And when you resolve a die showing a magic die face, you'll get to perform that class's ability. For instance, a water spirit can turn your opponent's dice to any side you want to, or an electric spirit can zap the opponent's spirits for damage. A nature spirit can heal, and arcane spirits can make your opponent discard cards. All of these class abilities and combinations give Spirit Duels depth and replayability that goes beyond what you would normally expect in a self-contained card game. The back and forth timing of how actions work is also a wonderful addition to the game, as it creates an extremely tactical push and pull, where making decisions at the wrong time can give the opponent the opening they need to strike a massive blow. And all of this depth and rich tactical gameplay is what you can expect if you decide to back Spirit Duels when it hits Kickstarter. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, then be sure to visit the Kickstarter page, which will be linked in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you at the table.